Hey guys, Ben again with the AC. Want to follow up my previous video. I had a lot of people send me some questions that I thought it would be worth sharing what came out of it. So the primary questions that came out were from leaders saying, when I have this communication, what will end up happening is an employee will bring up things that get in their way, which I'm not surprised by. And then on the employee side, which I had a lot of employees message me, say, I'm being asked to do things that I can't. And basically what they're trying to say is that the goals weren't attainable. So whether it's, something being broken or just basically the process breaks down. And when they bring it up, it's just not an effective way to actually present it to a leader. So I want to help with that too. So one of the things I always did when I took over a new store is I always looked for ways to improve the current process. And understanding, and I'm built the same way. I only have so much willpower in the day to basically pull from and execute the things that I need to do. And the easier I can make things for the team that I'm in charge of or for myself means that I'll be able to execute on a higher level and make it extremely enjoyable for customers if I'm interacting with them and the people around me. So one of the first things that I always look for is things that are low impact on the business, high impact on the employee morale or culture. And what I mean by that is I would look for ways that, we're wasting time or people get the run around or they're, and you'll see it too. People they find ways to go around things that are extremely difficult to deal with, or they just take shortcuts. And it's not a good thing to let continue to happen, because what ends up happening is when you have your follow-up conversation or an AAR, like we call it in the military, you will find that there is actually something broken, and that follow-up will be all about the broken thing and not the performance and what's happening, and you cannot get past it without fixing it. So if you're an employee, one of the things that I would highly suggest is you take all that information. So if it's something where, you are like really just stuck on not wanting to walk back into an office where you have to shred information, then instead of complaining about it, what you need to do is say, here's how much time I waste in the day doing this. Is there any way that we could change that? And if you present it in that way, what you're saying to them is, I want to make sure I'm doing everything I can to be successful. Here's something that's getting in my way. Can we change it? If you present it in that manner, you will, I guarantee you, get better results than if you're just someone coming in complaining about it. One of the ways I did this as a leader is I would assemble a small team, call it a red team in the military. You take someone that has a high likelihood to complain, also known as your skeptic or devil's advocate or whatever, high performer, and then someone kind of in the middle. And what you'll find out is they all actually agree about that same thing, but what you'll find out about the high performer is that they found a way around it. The person that complains a lot, your devil's advocate, is going to tell you all the time how much they hate it, but they've also found a way around it. And then the person right in the middle is going to confirm it. So what you want them to do, ask them to give you a list of things that make them more effective. And then as a leader, you get to boil all those down. If you're cost sensitive, change things that don't cost money. I guarantee you there are ways to streamline process. Or a lot of businesses bring a person like me in, I'll tell you all about it. You don't need to do that. You have people right now that can tell you what's broken. If you take that information and boil it down and change things and streamline it, when you have your follow-up conversations, you can talk about things that will actually help people be more successful. Okay? You won't get stuck on, the friggin' Wi-Fi is always dropping or whatever else. Get it all fixed. That way, when you have a conversation, no one can make an excuse about why they weren't able to convert into a sale or whatever else. You can have a good conversation about behaviors and actions. Okay? And you don't have to be mean about it. Say, hey, you know what? Here's what I'm seeing. You're behaving in this way. Or, your actions aren't, you're not executing here and I've noticed it, you have a hesitation, whatever the case is. I mean, whatever, you'll see it when you have the conversation. You can talk about that and not the thing is broken. Now, the acronym, like I said, that I used, I don't know if I mentioned it previously, but it's SMART. And I literally got this thing off Google. Like I've seen it a million times, but it's specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, time-based goals. So you set goals, and when you do your follow-up or your after-action review, if you have followed the model of that acronym, it's going to be really easy for you to set up people for success. If you're the employee, again, like I said, just bring it in and make it make sense. Here's what I can do if we change this. Don't say, this is complete BS, blah, blah, blah. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Bring it, make it relevant, and present it. And what you end up coming back to when you get it all fixed, again, is a really good communication model where people can actually succeed, okay? I would really highly suggest you do this. I mean, it's super simple. If you're a new leader, oh my gosh, do this immediately, because right now you have that fresh perspective. Anytime you hire a new person, they're going to have that fresh perspective. Within the first week or two, ask them, hey, what doesn't make sense here? You know, like what would make it easier for everybody to do their job? Take the information and use it to your advantage. All right. This is super simple. Like, you don't have to hire somebody. I mean, again, you can if you want, but this is what I did. We never really hired anybody to fix these things. I relied on my team. And the best part about this is when you start working as a team with your leader and your employees, it really actually helps the culture. Like, you guys are helping fix things with each other, and it lends itself to a very healthy relationship where you get stuff done and people can be extremely successful. And at the end of the day, they are not completely worn out by just trying to, you know, go over all these hurdles and things that get in their way to being successful. The easier you make it, the better their day is. And especially if you're in a customer service industry, your customer feels that. So the easier it is, the better your customer feels, because your employee feels really good about what they're doing, because it's really easy to be successful. So anyways, I just wanted to follow up with you guys. I had a lot of great questions. Please message me some more if you want. I'll love it. I mean, it's a lot of fun for me. Follow me on LinkedIn. Follow me on EAC on Instagram. I'm on Facebook. I'll release this video shortly on that too. And just ask me questions. I'm going to keep putting stuff out as I get it. And I really appreciate you guys watching the videos and giving me feedback and asking questions, because I really just want to help out. So thanks again, guys. I'll talk to you soon. Have a good day.